All up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Call the line and see if it's on. Call the line and see if it's working. Cause I don't I ain't got no camera. No, it ain't up. Can't hear nothing. You can't hear nothing. Yeah, it ain't. I don't know what's going on with this.
You see the number come up?
It's froze or something. Turn it off, turn it back on, see what it is. You see it, baby. Real talk. Ain't no contest. I don't live my way. I don't live my way.
This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. It's all about that warfare, boy. It's all about that warfare, boy. My soldiers take grip till them stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till them stand down, boy.
Warrior with the hand, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eye.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. It don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in
You got the articles up.
revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never been war. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I feed. Now they walking with them angels. So I guess I got this
some more
for no
that we had on
reason.
there.
Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness I'm back off. I be ripping shit like Sackcloth. Dump dogs all bossed out. Behind me say I cup full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out.
I had some more from the last week though. Hold on, I'm finna see if I can find it.
And they in the way. My niggas right.
Okay, it's working now.
They real. They down to something.
Yeah, I
Flow
got
so
the
deep,
one
the
from
drown
last
the
week. I got the one
motherfucker.
from
He
this
say
week.
he
Huh.
in the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we going with them too, but I think
I'm just too loyal to my own.
think I
Plus
got
what they believe, hard for me to follow.
a couple
Don't rank
more.
me no head. And I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, we tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing. Gotta execute me. Cause I can never down my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking. Watching my daughters tucked in their beds. They so smart. And a lot
What
of shit so beautiful. But they ain't like other
What is-
babies. And they dead and far from useful. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my
Yeah,
father's
you?
street. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that
Ain't that what they-
98 Navy. The tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this
But
world
we
make
crazy
me
for
weak.
saying the white man
Found out
fucked
that
the
the
devil.
truth was bitter.
All
The
day.
lies are sweet.
Yeah, that's the area I
guess
want.
me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man. They better bring me bloody band sheets.
I wanna go over the black people too.
This Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check.
I think I ain't pulled that one with that teacher. That,
She called me 47. Praying for Armageddon.
The one the teacher.
Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame.
One on April 11th.
Tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I want this straight like
So you see it?
a fucking
Start from there.
Loyal to the king.
Ain't that fucked up?
Bitch, I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame, new bitch, hey, loyal to the king.
You got it right.
No, it does, man. This thing got burned.
Man, got to. Got to. I don't see what else what we keeping it open for. All right, Shalom Israel. We at the ISUPK. Y'all know where we at. What it do? Started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana.
Right.
And this is Sharpen the Sword Radio. You understand? Another episode. Man, I think the Most High, we've been rocking for about 2.5 years? You understand? We've been getting busy around here. You know, unlike others, man, that do nothing all day, but you know, sit at home. You know, don't get out there and try to reach the people. None. What is that silly thing that they do at their church? The doors of the church are now open, and the members literally open the door. What's the ones that's by the doors? What's it called?
The ushers.
The ushers. The ushers is literally at the door, open the door, wide open, and then everybody turn around and look to see who the hell gonna come in the door. That is ridiculous, man. You understand? That is ridiculous. We got Officer Cabal Qatar on the ones and the twos up in this bitch with me. You understand? I mean, but that's crazy though. You know, that's what they do. They lie, number one.
Right.
They lie, they sing, they dance. Ain't none of that. You ain't learning nothing about the Most High.
Damn right.
You know, how can you? Got all the music, all the damn entertainment. You know, how can you turn around and actually learn about the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Even when they start reading, even when they turn around and start reading them one or their two scriptures, you know, that's all they give you is a couple of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all they give you is a couple of them, and then preach a whole long line ass sermon about what he just read. You know, and it's crazy, man. You know, and with the articles and things that we have that we going up, this is me and Cabal was just talking before we went on the air, and how we in the ISUPK agree that Babylon must burn. This place must go. You know, I mean, only give me that scripture. Oppression maketh the wise man angry. You know, you might look at the men in the ISUPK as what they like to say we are
Like
we aggressive. We just like the KKK. What else they say about us, man? We ain't no better than the white man. We ain't lynching people. You understand? We ain't putting nobody in captivity. We haven't completely destroyed their identity. Like, right. I mean, strip them of who they are. You know, I mean, have you ever been lost? And I'm talking about driving down the street or trying to go to a destination. I'm talking about lost right now. Have you ever been lost? Like, it's you like God, like, you understand? You can go to a new city, you try to find your hotel, and you say you can't find it, or you trying to find your Airbnb, you can't find it, or you trying to find a Walmart, and you can't find it. You understand? This is how it is. You understand? You like, man, where the hell are we? You know, you lost, and that's what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are here in America, completely lost. And it's a reason. And there is an animal behind it all. You understand? Which is the so-called white man.
Right.
He is the reason, and he is the animal, you understand, as to why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are walking around lost. Don't know where they are. You see some of them movies where they had the maps.
Right.
And they trying to find.
Right.
They lost with the map. Got the map. You understand? This is the map right here.
Right.
The Bible is the map.
Sir.
You understand? To where, guess what? We lost, but we can be found in here.
Sir.
You understand? Our ancestors, our history, everything about us, our laws, our morals, our constitution, our rights, our wrongs, every damn thing in here. You ain't got to be lost, but guess what? Like they do in the movies, when they flip and trying to find the right route with the map, you lost, got the book in your damn hand and you lost.
Sir.
Go ahead, warrior.
And Salakia, sir, but just like the reference you pulled up, it's because they can't see where they are on that map. They can't see where they are in that book. Right. They don't know who they are. Right. Because they've been taught to read the map wrong.
Absolutely.
They've been looking at it upside down.
Absolutely. We have been taught, man. You could, you said, that was, the way you just put that was excellent. We have been taught how to read the map wrong.
Sir.
You go to church to try to find out how to navigate through this life, and you still be lost. You still be lost. Your life still jacked up. Yeah, you prayed and got a good job. Yeah, you did. You prayed and got a call. The Christians kill me with that. Like, when I want a vehicle, I save my money, I go buy one. Simple as that. You understand? All the vehicles I got, that's what I did. I didn't. Oh Lord, please, you know I need I need a new truck. I need that flex I got. My motorcycle. Oh Lord, for what? I ain't praying for no goddamn car when we are in misery every goddamn day. We are being oppressed here, and who in the hell is praying for a car?
Right.
You understand? Other than them sick ass Christians. That's what they praying for. Come on with it.
That scripture you had me pull, it answers both of those things in the same scripture.
Come on with it.
It's Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Wait a minute. Maybe.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Kind of, sort of.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
So surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Like, don't you see your God, your daddy, you understand, the white man, when he was oppressed, he got mad when they tried to oppress him, because he ain't let nobody do it to him. He ain't let nobody oppress him. They tried to oppress him, and he got angry. He got angrier that at the fact of you trying to oppress him than him actually being oppressed. You understand? He turned around and went to war over the fact of the British trying to oppress him. Come on with it.
Salakia. No, he was about to overthrow the government when they told him they had to wear a mask.
Oh, come on.
Not laws.
Went to Capitol Hill. Come on, man. Come on.
They stormed capitals.
Come on.
They came to governors' houses with guns because they had to wear masks.
And all he was trying to do is just prevent you from catching a cold. That's all. And they stormed Capitol Hill and was ready to kill everybody in the building.
Count on the God, sir.
Was ready to murder everybody in the building if that's what they felt like they had to do.
Count on the God.
So the fact of you even talking about oppressing him in that way, I put on that's oppression to him.
Count on the God, sir.
Don't make me put no goddamn mask on if I don't want to.
Count on the God.
You understand? That's your oppressor. That's your God. That's your daddy. That's who you go to worship every single Sunday. Today, you in there worshiping your God, your daddy right now, that stormed Capitol Hill and turned around and said, hell no, we ain't wearing no mask, and we'll kill you if you try to make us put one on.
Damn
you understand? Right. And went all in the people's offices and they files and they desks and come on, man. But they say we the animals.
Right.
They say we the ones that don't have no control. When the reason we act the way that we act is because of them, the murderers, the ones that you love, the ones that you go and pray to and with every Sunday and worship. That's the reason why Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians act the way that we act. Now, that ain't no excuse. You understand? Because Commander General Yohana has the solution to that problem. Right. You understand? You ain't got to act like no animal. You can come and change and live a righteous life. You understand? And it's beautiful on the inside of these four walls.
Damn right.
Even though it's 5 letters, let me see. ISUPK. So we'll have the I as the door, right? And the S is this wall. The U and the P and the K in these 4 walls. You understand? It's beautiful in here to me. I don't even know what you're doing with your life if you are not in the truth. If you are a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man and woman, if you are not in the truth, what are you doing with your life?
Damn right.
Working? That what you doing? Taking care of your kids? Is that what you doing? Traveling? Ain't that what they like doing now? What was that movie with Queen Latifah? Last Holiday or something like that? Yeah, now they love bungee jumping, zip lining. Ain't them niggas zip lining, bungee jumping. You understand? Well, they got the Black woman. They knew who to get. They knew who to trick. It's in the Bible. And instead of the preachers protecting the Black woman so she wouldn't look like such a damn fool. Now, let me make myself clear. I'm not saying it's wrong to zip line.
Right.
I'm not saying it's wrong to bungee jump. I'm not saying it's wrong to hang glide. You understand? What's the other? Parachute jump. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's a sin to do any of those things. You very well can. You understand? If that's what you choose to do, the Lord be with you. You understand? I seen a video yesterday of a brother. I think he was mountain climbing or something. And he had his damn phone in his hand. I think he was trying to take a picture of him hanging on the side of the cliff and dropped his damn phone. And the caption said he literally jumped to save his phone. So he turned, no shit, it's on the video. He turned around and had that phone in his hand. I think he was trying to take a picture, trying to take a selfie, and dropped it and turned around and went, whew, you understand? And went soaring down the goddamn mountain to try to catch that phone, man. That's a done deal. That phone is a done deal. You better have some insurance. You understand? Because that iPhone is gonna be trash if you don't catch that one.
Right.
You understand? So, but hey, if that's what you want to do, you want to mountain climb and rock climb and hill climb and whatever climb. You goddamn come on with it.
I plan on going base jumping.
Base jumping? What's that?
If you put on a suit. And it looks like you're a flying squirrel.
Oh, yeah. Where you just kind of like the hang glide thing instead of having the thing on your back. It's the suit. I seen that.
Yeah, it's not unlawful with that.
Yeah, no, it's not unlawful at all. You understand? Now, that shit actually look kind of tight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. I hate the nigga that soared through the air. You understand? But that shit look kind of tight. I was like, goddamn. It just, the suit, all like this, you know what I'm saying? And then they had speeding through the air like they had a motor on their back. You know what I'm saying? It's not unlawful. Right. I'm not saying that black women are wrong for that, but that's what you're putting more emphasis on in life, is accomplishing those things instead of turning around and doing what the Most High said to do with your life, which is to serve Him. That's your first priority, man.
Damn right.
You understand? That's what we are supposed to be doing first as His children, as God's chosen people, serving Him. Then bungee jump. Because hell, I mean, it might go wrong if you know what I'm saying, if the Lord is not with you. Because I've seen them then spring back up. I saw it before. You understand? So, like I said, but the point I was making was our oppressor, he give the money to the woman, give the jobs to the woman, make all this stuff, make single living look fantastic.
Right.
When it is more and more single black women that are hang gliding, zip lining, bungee jumping, what you call it, base jumping. You understand? And house jumping and couch jumping and all kind of goddamn, y'all doing it all. You understand? But you are miserable inside. Why? Because the thing that you need, you're denying yourself to go bungee jump.
Right.
To go zip line. You need a goddamn man. That's what you need. You don't need no more Macy's. You don't need no more stores. You know what I'm saying? The black woman know how to dress like no other. And damn, they be looking good too when they put them. Oh my God! Damn, look on your face. Well, we could have got that on camera. Turn that camera to my brother so we can get the look on his face when he talked about his wife. You understand? I mean, who could turn around and dress better than you? Nobody. You understand? But they knew who to give the money to. They knew who to turn and make them worship Him, so that, guess what? You could put all the money back into His pocket. You understand? Instead of building up your nation, you building up somebody else's. Come on with it. Come on.
And Salakia, but the sisters who, for the first time came to the Passover this year, and the brothers who for the first time came to the Passover this year, mm-hmm. they found they saw what they was missing. Mm-hmm. We in the UPK can talk about this all day, all night until we blue in the face.
Right.
Once you get there, mm-hmm. and once you get amongst brothers and sisters, mm-hmm. you start to realize that all that garbage that you thought was important, that you thought mm-hmm. was something that you needed in your life is nothing. Yeah. It's temporary, and you just want to get back to that. You just want to get back to, and that's what we're trying to build in here. Like, our oppressor has been trying to keep that from us. Right? Us building a nation where we are around each other, depend on each other, and are loving each other. Mm-hmm. There was no fights at the Passover. There were no arguments. Brothers and sisters is dancing. Nobody trying to mess with nobody's woman.
Drink. Oh, that's the beautiful part about it. You understand? Good night.
Oh, you got a man, sis? Hey.
Hey, look, none of that. Are you single? 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 None of that. Oh no. And the sisters look good too. You understand? They look damn good. Like you said, without the bottle girls. You understand? The girls had some bottles. And they brought the bottles to the brothers. But they wasn't half naked, and they still looked amazing. You understand? They looked amazing. The kids looked amazing. The brothers, man, they had some garments. Good goddamn night. You understand? Brothers that took the garment game serious. You understand? Brothers is coming in like, hey, fuck all that, nigga. Look at it. Bam. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they was in that boy looking strong, boy, like a soldier should, like warriors should. You know? Come on with it.
With the Gucci garments.
Oh, man, come on.
And the lights everywhere.
Come on.
Brothers with lights on their garment.
God.
So, like, it's just amazing. I feel bad for anybody not in the UPK.
Man.
I pity them.
Man.
Because they think they're doing something out there. They think they're, like, you don't understand how it feels and how it, and just everything that comes with seeing your brothers and your sisters mm-hmm. in the place that they supposed to be.
Right.
Like seeing every man looking glorious with his ribs.
Yeah.
And when I first got there, you know, before we came in with the before the Hebrew Academy class came in,
mm-hmm.
and my rib was with my kids, my son ran off.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, he's gone. Okay," and didn't think again about it because he was with his brothers and his sisters and men and women and these men who were going to protect him.
Yeah.
And
nobody ever gets off.
She had no worry. She didn't know where he ran to. Mm-hmm. She had no worry.
All she had to do was she was ready for him. Just go get him.
Count of the gun. Because that's a security. That's something that being in the world you just don't understand, and you can't understand it. You can't understand that at a family reunion, at a family picnic, with the people that are your blood that you grew up with. You can't understand what we have in here.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for you because you rejecting it. You don't know what's good for you.
They don't. Like I said, this is amazing to me. You understand? Like you said, they came and witnessed a first Passover. I'm still geeked up about mine. My first Passover, man, I cannot forget it. You understand? It was, man, it was like no other. Like, I mean, it was simply amazing to actually be with. And I say this all the time about Captain Mawquad, is that me and him, we both have said it. We like, man, it's like you my real family. Like we've been knowing each other forever. This is like, I'm talking about the first couple of conversations. You understand? Okay. With him calling me and offering me my first pair of black boots. You understand? And from that point on, it was like I've been knowing this man my whole life. You understand? And what this truth offer, the people that's on the outside of it, you'll never understand him until you come here. You listen to all the lies that we pimping women and taking money and whatever excuse you like to make up in your big ass head, to where so you won't come in here. You understand?
Right.
Because I done heard it all. Then we turn around, we beating the snot out of women, trying to kill them. You know what I'm saying? They had a room on Clubhouse and ran a series of Israelites. Now, of course, it wasn't featuring the ISUPK.
Right.
You understand? It wasn't us, but it was some other Israelites. Okay. And from what I believe is they were just taking these sisters' stories for the truth, for fact, without even talking to the brothers as well. You understand? You cannot. Christians don't know how to judge nothing.
Right.
And I think the Most High to have for you are where you are. You understand? Because if you were to come in here, this would be the Christian church as well. And that we just can't have. We can't have a Christian church in here. You understand? But I turned around and they were repeating the things that the women had said as if they actually know how to judge a matter. I'm not saying dismiss what the woman is saying just because she's a woman or whatever. You understand? If a woman was to come to the ISUPK and say that, a brother had beat her ass, literally, guess what? The general is going to step in. They're going to step in and they're going to investigate. Who was that? That was Jeremiah, wasn't it? No, was it Jeremiah? And Shawashana, in the Apocrypha. What was that? Was that Jeremiah? I think so. Yeah, it was Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a prophet. You understand? And he knew how to judge. He got to the bottom of it. You understand? In the story of Susanna. That's Shawashana in the Hebrew. So check and see who was at Jeremiah. Because he turned around. They were about to put this sister to death. I love that story. You understand? I love that story, man. That should be an inspiration to a lot of sisters. You understand? To where, guess what? You ain't got to be no city girl to be famous. You ain't got to be no thought, no stripper. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give everybody in the world your damn sex for you to be famous. This sister right here was with one man and she gave it to one man, and she's now famous. You know what I'm saying?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Okay, I was just making sure that I had that right. You understand? Daniel, they were about to put this, the two elders, make a long story short, the two elders had a sick lust, you understand, for this sister. She was just as bad as she could be. And they turned around and was secretly plotting to rape her. You understand? What they found out, they was hiding in the bushes. The sister would go and take a shower, you understand? And they would be hiding in the bushes watching her. They found out, they bumped into each other one day, like, what you doing here? And I ain't, so they found out, they said, damn, well, I was looking at her, I'm in love with her. Damn, I'm in love with her too. Then these nasty bastards decide on, well, hey, let's both rape her. These nasty, sick bastards said, you know what, we both gonna rape her then, together. So then they rushed her, once her assistants walked off, she turned around, ran up in there, and they told her, they said, if you don't give us some, they said, we're going to say that you was out here with some young man and you was cheating on your husband. God. And this sister thought to herself, and man, when I read that, I fell in love with that sister. Not like what those sick guys did. But I was like, God damn, do any sisters like this exist? You understand? To where she said to herself, okay, she said, if I say no, then I'm going to be at your hands. And she said, and if I say yes, then I will be judged by the hands of God. And that sister said, you know what? Fuck y'all. She said, help. You know what I'm saying? She started screaming out. And then it didn't take place. She did, because at that point she would have been given into it.
Right.
The Bible said that you got to scream out. Somebody try to take advantage of you, you don't give in to it. You don't turn around and be so goddamn scared to where you let somebody take advantage of you. I remember it was a case here where a sister, I can't remember if it was, I think it was a white woman. I'm not totally sure. I can't remember. I believe, if my memory serves me correct, it was a white woman. White woman was about to get raped, and at no time am I saying, just because I'm saying white, I'm not saying that no woman should be raped. No man should be raping any woman. Right? Sir. So that's not the point. But I believe that she was white. She turned around, and the rapist, he was trying. She fought him off as long as she could. And she finally said, okay. If you're going to rape me, just put on a condom. No, you keep fighting. Yeah. You keep fighting until you either get free or either kill you. Just that simple. Don't give in. You understand? And then guess what? When it went to court, the rapist walked away. He got off. Because, hey, at that point, you said, hey, put on a condom, give it to me. You wanted it. That was consent. That was consent. So the rapist got away. That's another reason why a lot of people don't believe women when they say that. They don't believe children when they say it. You understand? And in most cases, they be telling the truth. Very, very few women and children lie about those things. You understand? It has happened. It has come up before that they have lied. But very few. And she turned around, and I know that traumatized her even more. You understand? To know that you gave in, and now this bastard walks free. Right? There was another case. You had something to say, right? Just give me 2 seconds. Let me say this. No. There was another case. It was a sister. This one I love. I fell in love with her too. Mm-hmm. Up on Martin Luther King and Taylor. Right? You know that notorious stoplight? To where the accidents always happen right there. For some dumbass reason, they have a lot of accidents right there. The fire trucks even had an accident right there. Okay, good.
They had an accident. nigga, because nobody cares about that light that's right there.
I'm telling you.
It will shoot straight through.
I'm telling you. So you know what I'm talking about. That light, okay? The sister, I believe, it didn't tell where she was coming from, but I assume maybe she was out hanging out, club, you know what I'm saying, downtown maybe. It was like 1, 2 in the morning. She heading home. And she get approached by a gunman. The gunman forces his way in the car, right? He tells her, go here, there, left, right. They picked up somebody else. Come to find out this was his brother. These two brothers was out carjacking people. That's what they initially started out doing. The brother that initially carjacked him turned around to the brother that they went and picked up and said, hey, man, old girl thick as some. She fine as hell. He said, we finna hit this. We finna rape her. And the brother in the back said, hey, man, he said, we still in cars, not vagina, bro. We ain't doing that. You know, so he said, man, let me out. Instead of him getting his sick-ass brother, taking him with him, you understand, he got out the car and left him in the car with the sister. So he like, all right, come on, drive. Over here, left, right. So he telling her where to go. She turned around and got some courage, got some strength of Samson out of nowhere. You hear me? Yeah. And started fighting his ass. And she fought him until he got out the car. Damn right. That's what you do. Damn right. You don't give in. You don't to hell with that. That might be your last day. It just very well may be. But just think of what you gonna live through if you let them rape you. Right. You understand? You gotta turn around and fight. You got crashed the car into a goddamn wall. Do something. Do something that's going to alert somebody so this person will not take advantage of you. Damn that. And all my princesses got pistols waiting on them already. You understand? Come on with it.
And Salaki, that reminds me of a quote that stuck with me. What General Muhammad said, my daughters do not have permission to get raped. They have the permission to die. But they do not have the permission to get raped.
Absolutely. We ain't playing it up in here.
And that's exactly the point. It's not, he's being harsh. No. He would never want any of his daughters to have to live with that.
Come on, man.
Like that.
Come on.
It's worse than death.
It is.
You destroy everything and everyone else in your life after that point.
Yeah.
Being molested, being raped is worse than being killed. A rapist is worse than a murderer.
Yeah.
There's justifiable reasons to kill somebody. There's no justifiable reason for rape.
Not at all.
There's no justifiable reason for touching these kids.
Not at all. Not at all.
And you know, I like when he said that, you know, of course people outside the school don't understand what General
They never understand General Muhammad.
They
always calling me about what General Muhammad said.
They never understand him.
DMG wants to do a whole interview about what General Muhammad said.
And that's why I say these people outside of the school and stuff, and of course, obviously, no offense, but they need to talk to people like me. Why? You don't understand the captains. You don't understand the generals. You can't, because they speak at a whole different level than what you're used to listening to. You need to talk to somebody who's closer to where you at so they can break it down to you, because General Muhammad said something, and then Kappa say something, and then somebody like me will say something, but it'll be much more basic, and we have all the scripture references, because they don't need that. Because when they speak, he's speaking about different references to different scriptures and different examples. You just haven't heard everything because you're not in here. You're not a student. You can't Again, it's the same thing with Christians dealing with the Bible. You don't understand Paul because you couldn't understand Moses.
Come on, man.
Moses is who you should be starting with. Right. You should start at the beginning and then work towards the back. You should start talking to officers of 50, then maybe 500s, then maybe 1,000.
Look, they think they know what Christ said and don't have they have no clue.
Christ spoke on a whole different.
They have no clue.
The disciples in his day did not understand Christ. What makes you think you do?
Man.
And these people literally walked with him. They were his bodyguard.
I'm telling you.
They were his personal students, and they didn't understand him. Yep. But you think just grab the book, you gonna pick it up and read it and understand. You don't understand shit.
And go straight to the love scripture. Run straight to something about love. And that's it. That's all it's about. It's just love. It's sick, man. You understand? I hate Christianity with a passion. You understand? I cannot wait until we are able to destroy every single. We doing it now.
Damn right.
But I'm talking about. Just take the building and close them all.
Damn right.
You understand? Close them all. Ain't no more singing and what y'all know? You pulling up here to sing and dance? That's what you was coming here to do? Hell, UPK soldiers at the door. While you riding to church listening to Stomp by Kirk Franklin, you gonna get stomped when you get.
Damn right.
You gonna get stomped when you get to that old church. That's gonna be the cross is gonna be torn off the top and the walls and the pictures of white Jesus, even the picture of black Jesus with the dreads, and we're gonna tear them off the walls too. You understand? Like, come on, man. I cannot wait until blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians wake the hell up completely. You understand? Not somewhat, because on that live I was on last night with DMG and nobody and the other brothers. I mean, Christianity it's disgusting, man. And to hear brothers like nobody, he said, I'm pro-black, but that don't mean I'm anti-white. I still don't understand why he don't at least look up the definition and realize that you're nowhere near pro-black. Nowhere near pro-black. Pro-black means everything about you and what you want and what you are fighting for and doing is about your people. That's it. Not mixing and blending with other people. You cannot be pro-black and, you know what I'm saying, not anti-white at the same time. You can't do it. Come on with it.
I mean, he's supposed to be a minister. You don't know that you can't serve two masters.
You don't know?
Listen, being pro-black means you're anti-white.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because being pro-black means that you are for the people who are being oppressed by these people.
Right.
So you can't be for them. Like, I can get it if you say I'm pro-black. That don't mean I'm anti-Hawaiian. Like, okay, I get that. Maybe I can get that. But you cannot say...
the Hawaiians ain't oppressing nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
I get
you can't say I'm pro-black, but that doesn't mean I'm anti the people who are murdering black people in the street. It doesn't work.
It don't. It don't.
And again, it's because he sees things as, y'all looking at color. Y'all looking... No, we are looking...
And he kept saying that too. He kept saying that. He kept saying white people, black and white, color their skin. He kept mentioning that too.
This is about justice. This is these people have committed a crime against these people, and for justice for us to be served, those who have committed the crimes must pay for the crimes they committed.
Right.
Like,
simple as that.
How is that wrong? That doesn't make sense. Justice should be served.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, who doesn't want justice?
Right.
Who thinks justice is Edomites even call it karma. You know,
right.
All sorts of names for it. What goes around comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all we saying. It's time for them to get their,
come around.
As they call it, just desserts.
Yep.
And they gonna have to eat.
They just do. They're right. You understand? They are definitely going to have to. The Lord is going to make them eat it.
That's right.
They're going to swallow down whole. You understand? There ain't gonna be no, sitting at the restaurant, fine dining and wining and cheesing and you know what I'm saying, and quiche and filet mignon and you understand? You gonna take this judgment, boy. You gonna swallow it down whole, and you deserve it. They even know they deserve it. They know they deserve it. What's that quote by that one guy? What did he say? If there's a God, he said that we're going to be punished for the things that we've done. Who said that?
I can't remember, but they was talking about if God was black, then then we are going to get punished.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. They know. Find that quote for me. And by who? Yeah, because they know. They know they've been wrong on every level. Every white man and white woman that came by mocking us at camp yesterday know they wrong. They know it. But they'll never turn around and admit it. You understand? Why? Because you've been such a good slave. Admit what? They don't even want to admit the fact that they stole you from the west coast of Africa and forced you to be here and work. Right. They don't even want to admit that. Now they're trying to put it in the book like you came here looking for a job. And we just so happen to get beat and raped and lynched and thrown off the side of a ship. So that's how it worked. We came here and filled out the application. And just so happened you sold our children. You know what I mean? You just so happen to start beating us because we ain't picking enough cotton. This accidentally took place. Come on, man. Like if you don't know that they are the devil, that I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know. It probably ain't no hope for you. You understand? It probably ain't no hope for you Christians that cannot see that these people are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And that they're simply nothing more than just murderers. They're murderers. Christ said that the thief came to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's talking about this oppressor, so-called white man. It ain't talking about nobody that live under the ground who ain't stole nothing. You understand? The red man I ain't never even seen him. He ain't never. Who did he come across? You understand? Who did he pull over?
Right.
And then that person, the black person that he pulled over, didn't even make it home after that damn traffic stop. What red man under the goddamn ground did anything to anybody? Okay. You understand? Come on, you gotta stop being so goddamn silly and believing in them dumb stories them dumb lies that they tell you in the Christian church that the devil is a goddamn character that lives under the ground when he's not. He lives and walks and pulls you over and puts you out because what's that rent the stall on the rent, that's over. You understand? Ain't no more of that. We ain't waiting. So we putting you out regardless of whether you back to work or back to health. A lot of people got COVID-19 and had to learn to walk and talk again. And guess what? He don't give a damn about that. He want his rent. You gotta get out. You understand? That's the devil. The devil the one that went up on all the goddamn prices. The gas, the meat, the cheese, the eggs, the chicken. Oh Lord, he know how to get a nigger. You understand? Up in arms, goddamn, he go up on the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Look, I was about ready to go postal. I'm sorry, I was just kidding. But I saw the chicken go up. I was about to go postal, go up in there, motherfucker, like. Okay. Come on with it, boy.
Yeah, I got that quote for you. It says, "What if we go to heaven, and when we, all our lives, have treated the Negro as inferior, and God is there, and we look up, and he's not white? Ooh. What then is our response?" That is a quote from Robert F. Kennedy, U.S. Attorney General.
Right.
Brother of John F. Kennedy.
Right. Damn right. That's it. Come on with it. That's it right there. Okay. He's right.
Okay.
He's right. Because he know in the Bible where we know anything about God, it's found in here, is that he's not white. He know it. He know it. And they know they got their day coming. Come on. You understand? They know they got their day coming. Look at what John F. Kennedy did to black people, man. And his brother was right. You know he had his brother right there by his side. Come on. Come on, Doc. And I asked that question last. I don't know if you heard me, but I asked them because the Christians, they kept bringing up all of these examples of white people and how they were oppressing black people. They brought up Margaret Sanger and some presidents and all kinds of people. And I asked them, I said, so why is it still so urgent that black people join these people when you're given several examples and they're actually excellent reasons why we should separate.
Right.
I'm like, so what's the point? And you know, they had an excuse for that too. Well, see, it's not. See, I'm talking about separating from those type of people that oppress black people, because not all of them doing it. Us, oh my God, it's just Christians. Just oh my God, they really think they can sing and since they sing and dance so good. They really think they can sing and dance their way out of every damn thing. Like, you stick your hand into a bucket of snakes. Not all snakes bite, but who's taking a chance on which one gonna bite you? They all snakes. They all snakes. All different kinds of snakes in this bucket. Nobody said that all white people own slaves. They didn't. You understand?
Right.
Nobody said that all white people beat the backs out of the slaves. They didn't. But them as a whole, they did. You understand? Right. How can you trust them? You see, time and time and time again, you can't. You can't. You can't trust them. You understand? You cannot trust these people. You got to turn around and do what the Lord said to do, which is to separate from them. We can't turn around and be joined together with them for no reason. You understand? Shalom Williams. Stop. We can't turn around and join our oppressor for no reason.
Damn right.
You can't. Don't stop listening to Christians. They are dumb. They will get you killed. Just like Martin Luther King, man. After he admitted his dream was a nightmare, look at how many of us got killed. We was already getting killed by them. And then you think joining them was going to save our life? Is that what he thought? He thought joining them was going to save our life, Bob. That put us right in harm's way. We right in harm's way. Ridiculous. Go on with that first article, Warren. With the teacher, man. Yeah, God. We got some real live sickos out here, you know, and we must bring these stories out. And I'm gonna say this: if you continue to take your children to church, they deserve to be molested. You're the reason why they're going to get molested. Out of all of the stories, the articles, the victims, tons of goddamn victims out. Wait you read the other article I got about the preachers, the one that I got sent today. Good night. I mean, come on, man. You know, this is ridiculous. And if you continue to take them, they're going to get molested, and it's your fault, and they deserve it. Because guess what? You're going to find Jesus, right?
Right.
But somehow, the pastor makes his way to your child's behind. He somehow finds his behind while you're trying to find Jesus. Stupid. Come on with it. But this one is a teacher here.
Florida teacher molested 14-year-old, masturbated while video chatting with student. Authorities say.
Dang. Good night. How disgusting is this bastard, man? The teacher, man. You're supposed to be educating them, not taking advantage of them, molesting them. Come on, read.
A 14-year-old high school history teacher has been arrested for having sexual correspondence with two students, aged 18 and 14, and allegedly molesting the 14-year-old at the school. The Polk County Sheriff's Office announced.
At the school. At the school. Come on, man. Give me the next one. We get short on the time. But that's disgusting, man. To turn around and, like I said, the child is there to learn, not how to learn how you take advantage of all of the kids. They're not supposed to be learning that. You know? They're supposed to be learning at 14, what you got? Algebra. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you're supposed to learn how to solve a problem. No police should be solving an investigation. about why your nasty ass touching the children.
Right.
And on live with them masturbating. You are sick. You are sick, man. You're a sexual deviant. This man could have been with whatever woman he wanted. But you choose to take advantage of children. And they was little boys. You gay as all get out. You understand? I mean, I ain't saying that I want it to happen to the girls.
Right.
You know, I hate it if it's them too. But just saying, you're sick bastards, man. You know? Come on, give me the next. What's the
mayor?
Which one? I'm gonna play one of those. Where we at?
The next one.
I wanted to get on that weeds. We skipped. I should have did that first, but don't worry about it. We want the ones with the boys sold.
The boys sold. I can do that.
Can I go hit that one real quick?
Sir.
We can turn around and pull out the weed another day. I'll probably do a whole little segment on them drugs. Because it's one thing that, you know what I'm saying, I came up around drugs. A lot of people probably wonder why I do so many shows on drugs, why I did a lecture on drugs, you know what I'm saying, why I'm so against it. I've seen what drugs do to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians firsthand. You understand? Drugs destroyed a lot of people in my family. You know, I just recently had an aunt pass due to that. She got a bag of at least fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? She got either the crack or the weed was laced with the fentanyl. I got to check and see which one it was. But 2 weeks ago, I had an aunt pass away. You understand? She turned around and got that laced fentanyl and her heart stopped, and she died instantly. Man. You understand? And like I said, that's outside of the 7 on Forest Park, the 2 on the south side, and all the other people the stories that I have been bringing out. You know, like I said, it's not going to. You're not going to get it until you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For you weed heads, you're not going to get it until you get the laced bag of weed with the fentanyl, and then your goddamn heart stop. You understand?
Kind of, sir.
Cause the dope man is just worried about getting some money with his sick ass. He ain't worried about you getting high. He just want money. And they sprinkling as much goddamn fentanyl in the dope as they can. They not. Oh wait a minute. Hold on. There's only 4 little grains now. Let me wait. Not put 4 in there. Just put 2. They don't give a damn. They could care less. They care less because you die. You understand? So like I said, that's when you weed heads are going to understand. Is when you sit there and you get that bag, and then your heart stops. That's when you gonna care. For you crackheads, you ain't gonna care until you get that crack that Whitney Houston says whack. It's real whack now. They got fentanyl in it. It's real whack now. And you ain't gonna care until you get that rock that got that fentanyl in it and your heart stop. That's it. That's when you gonna care. Cause right now you just don't seem to understand it. As much as the ISUPK has been. Matter of fact, hold up. Before I even go, I had a whole conversation with a sister the other day about the weed. She wants to legalize. They got another form out. They trying to legalize weed, right? I told her, I said, sis, hold up, wait a minute, what? I said, we don't need no weed in the black community. We need to get that shit out of here. You understand? So I turned around, because at first she was, oh no, it's not this, do. So once I got to talking to her, the sister actually broke down. She's a junkie herself. And got to explaining and crying about all of the trauma that she suffered. Her parents destroyed her. Her mother destroyed. She been getting molested, I believe, since she was 6. The mother went and put her on was it Ritalin? One of those psych meds. Put on, and she said to this day, she said, me and my mother still argue about this because she said to me, you was a perfect little kid. You was just happy. There was nothing wrong with you before we put you on the meds. She said, well, why in the hell did you put me on the medicine? And you could tell this sister because the way she was moving and acting, and you could tell she jacked up, man. You understand? She jacked all the trauma, all the drugs, and all the meds that she has to take, and so she said a lot of times she don't. She man, it's a shame. You know, come on with it.
That's a lot here. Like, you know, like what you saying, and about that sister that was at the camp yesterday. Like,
right.
The Christian church has allowed for our people to be molested for far too long. Like, this was $800 billion industry has allowed for our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters, to be molested for far too damn long. And all our people got to do is come in here. Come in here and you'll get protected and you'll get guidance to be able to fix the trauma that you don't have to self-medicate. When you self-medicate, you're always going to get the dosage wrong. Right, that's what's going to happen. You're going to overdo it, and even if it was a medicine that was going to help you, you're going to take so much of it that you're just going to be high all the damn time, and you're going to turn yourself into a junkie.
God.
Like, even if it is a medicine, you're going to abuse it, because you haven't had the correct guidance. And again, like I was saying before about the people who just aren't in here, like it's a sad state of affairs. Right, our people are lost, and they need the UPK. They need this place, and they just don't understand. They keep trusting in this Christian church, and they keep trusting in the school system, and trusting in, you know, the uncle that they know touches something. But it doesn't have to be that way, because that's all we've known. That's what we've been taught was the only thing that we have, and that's why, and this is why we say that the white man is the devil, because this is what he gave us, and we trust it wholeheartedly. We believe it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, huh? Come on with it.
FBI sees more sextortion involving young boys.
Good night.
All right, in St. Louis, the FBI is getting weekly complaints about sextortion of teens, and those increasing complaints involve boys. Akili Davis is acting special agent in charge at the FBI St. Louis Field Division, and he said sextortion occurs when a criminal gets explicit images of a victim, then threatens to release those images if money or more images are not sent. He said girls were targets in the past and continue to be targeted. However, the Bureau is getting new reports of boys being victimized.
Good night.
Davis explained that criminals often target their victims on various online platforms. He also listed signs that someone is being targeted and what they should do when threatened.
That's right here in our very city. You understand?
Kind, sir.
Right down the street. It's happening.
Sir.
This is happening right down the street, right next door. I remember my cousin telling me about a story out in North County. What was that? Berkeley, I believe. His neighbor had two sisters tied up in the basement lot and was raping them every day for about 6 months. And finally, I forgot how he said it came out, you understand, but they went in and, you know what I'm saying, got them out of there after 6 months of torture. You understand? Locked the cat up. This stuff is happening right next door. And you get mad at the ISUPK because we pray for the destruction of this place. These two sisters, ain't no telling what type of mental state they are in right now. From being raped continuously for 6 whole months, tied up in some sicko's basement. You know what I mean?
God.
And you mad at us because I don't give a damn about my jobs, my businesses. I want to see this place go. You understand? I would risk it all to see this place go. You understand? And in a righteous place, you understand, come into effect. I want to see the kingdom of heaven. That's what I want. That's what we fight for in the ISUPK.
Damn right.
You fighting to get high.
Right.
You understand? You want the damn lace fentanyl so that you can die. That's what you want.
God.
Ain't no telling if you're partaking, you Christians are partaking in a lot of this sick mess that's going on. To our children is being exploited. Boys and girls. But now even more boys are getting it. Jump to the next one. We got a couple more and then we're going to get about it. Now the boys are getting it as well as the damn girls. You know, in this place, it has to come to an end. It has to burn. Like, why do you want to see it continue?
Right.
What, so your child can be the next victim? If we stop it now, guess what? Won't be no victims. Won't be no more. But because you love sin, then guess what? You and your children, guess what? They're susceptible. They could be next.
Yeah, right. Sir.
They could be next. The black man got to worry about driving home in this place. Is he gonna make it? You understand? You saw how them soldiers responded when we got pulled over yesterday.
Right.
You saw the look on that officer's face. No, this ain't the car. You understand? He looked at me. I saw him when he looked at me. He looked at you. He looked at you. He was like, no, this ain't the car. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the one I want. You understand? These are some different guys in here. These are some different black guys in here.
Sir.
You understand? We would have paid them no attention. You understand? No drugs, no crack, no weed. Ain't nobody got to tell no stories. We all on the same page. We ain't got to separate him and him, me, and all that. And guess what? We're going to do the same damn story. And it ain't rehearsed.
Right.
We ain't rehearsed nothing. You understand? We are not committing any crimes. And it feels good. It feels damn good to not be riding. You know how many songs rappers make about riding dirty? Let's make one about riding clean. Right. You understand? And we ain't talking about the rims. You understand? We talking about you, nigga. We talking about how about you ride around clean? No crack, no weed, you ain't selling, you ain't smoking, none of that. You ain't got no warrants. You understand? None of that. How about that? Let's do that. Let's make a song about riding clean. You know, it feels good, man. The Lord said you obey him, he'll even make your enemies be at peace with you.
Sir.
Your enemies will be at peace with you. But you sinners better watch the hell out. I've seen a lot of sinners get snatched out of cars. And if guess what? You can prevent that too. You can come and serve the Most High first.
Right.
You understand? Not clean up your traffic warrants and all of that. You come serve the Most High first. That's what you need to do. We can show you how to work them tickets.
Right.
You understand? The first thing you need to do is you need to get the Lord on your side.
Damn.
You know? So, but it is what it is. You got the next one?
The church leader?
Which one?
The prison for the church leader.
Hold on, let me see. Uh-oh. Yeah, we got to go back to that one too. We ain't gonna have time to get it. Yeah, come on with the first one, with the church thing.
Okay.
I want to. I think I want to pull that picture to put this bastard on the screen too.
Kind of, sir. Prison for church leader who seduced children from the pulpit.
From the pulpit, I gotta pull his. I gotta pull this picture. I gotta get this picture. Go on and read.
Okay. Jonathan Ryan Enzi, 37, was sentenced to 4 years for indecency with a child and 8 years for online solicitation of a minor.
That's it.
After a 2-day bench trial that ended on March 23rd at the 221st District Court of Judge John Delaney. In the summer of 2019, Enzi the worship leader of Living Way Church began
Living Way. You got it. So this is the way you supposed to live. Look at this sicko, man. Hold on, read a little more, and I'm gonna read this. Show the picture.
All right. Zlaki began sending explicit sexual messages to an underage teenage church member. The two used Instagram to communicate. Prior to these messages, Enzi had taken particular interest in the girl, frequently engaging her in conversations, touching her, and complimenting her appearance. He also befriended her parents. Meanwhile, the messages became more and more sexual over time, unknown to the parents. Enzi began asking the child reportedly for sex in very explicit terms.
Dang.
He also made a request for explicit videos of the child, which she did not send. Let's see. Enzi, however, sent naked pictures of himself to the child. Man. And on one occasion, sent a picture of himself at the pulpit of Living Way Church and referred to oral sex.
That's what I was going to read. And this is the picture. You can see it on the screen. It says, took this for you yesterday at the pulpit. Figured you might miss the view. Although thinking about you having this view reminds me of something else. And you see where the camera is down low. You know what I'm saying? This bastard is disgusting. This is where people think that these kids are lying when they say they've been molested at church.
Right.
They've been doing this. They've been doing this for a long time. Matter of fact, jump to the next one. I'm going to show you just how long these bastards have been doing that. And I'm going to play the video on this one. This is disgusting, man.
Okay.
That bastard is you at the pulpit. You understand? You right up there talking about this reminds me of something else. You understand? To a child.
Kind sir.
Wicked.
And you're going to, matter of fact, whoa. Did I misspeak and say you're going to take them to church? You already at church right now.
Right.
You're at church right now. So your child could be next. He's going to be friend. The pastor's going to be friend the parents. Going to be friend the whole time you sending naked pictures to their child. The whole time, Abba. That's a Jesus freak. That's what a Jesus freak really is all about. Sexual deviancy. Come on with it, word.
I would lose my mind if I was to find that out.
I'm right there with you. Make sure you call me.
Good.
So I can be right there with you. So we can go, but we both gonna break his neck.
I would lose control.
Man, come on now. I can't even imagine nothing like that. You know, my prince. I see how my princesses, right? They so pretty. They still like this to me, like little bitties. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're big girls. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't that goddamn big.
Right.
They ain't that goddamn big to where your nasty ass can say or touch or do any of that sick mess this pastor was doing.
Sir.
Oh no. I'm going to decide when she's ready for that. I'm going to find her a brother in this school that I know is going to take care of my princess.
That's damn right.
Okay? But this is them right here, even though they big. You understand? They ain't this big no more. Okay? They still like this to me.
Right.
They my little princesses. And to hear you or see the phone, to check her phone and see that.
Salakia.
The church.
I would lose my mind.
The whole church is they gonna remember me. That whole church gonna remember me. Go ahead,
Salaki, if you ever find yourself in some sort of situation like this, please call your nearest school to get counsel, because other than that, somebody head coming off.
Man,
somebody got to die.
And man, you know,
like
it's terrible. It's terrible. And this is why, you know, I can't see why so many people are so mad at the ISUPK, because we will protect our women and children. Even our brothers. We protect each other. You understand? The devil at camp yesterday thought he was ready to turn it up. He thought he tried to. He was, you know what I'm saying, it was a little soft, but he was trying. But don't get it twisted. We all, you heard fall on him. That's everybody. That's everybody. We will fall on you, Mr. White Man.
Sir.
And you're not gonna like it. You understand? I'm guaranteeing you. I'm not playing with you out there. Okay? So, you know, we protect our brothers, we protect our women and our children.
Damn right.
And you hate us for it.
Right.
Not one time. Hey, you know, you say your son ran off. Man, mine have too. Look, the in Texas, how many bounce houses they had? Like 4, 5?
Sir?
I couldn't find my kids.
Yes,
I was looking for them. I saw them run to one bounce house, and after that, I was looking. I thought I was watching them, and then they was in bounce house number 5, and I didn't even see how they got there. You understand? Straight up. But guess what? My brothers, that's posted over there, had all the children. You understand? None of them got lost.
Sir.
No, nobody got touched. Oh my God. These brothers will give their lives for them children.
Damn right.
And they not even theirs.
Right.
They're not even a biological parent. I still talk about the brother. I gotta find his damn name. I keep forgetting his name. But when I pulled up to get him to get my kids and put them in the car, I guess he thought I was driving a little too fast for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was getting a little too close to his nephew. And he took him, put him behind his back. You understand? And he was standing there ready to take on his car. You understand? Like, come on, man. You don't find that nowhere else. You go to church. You go to church. They don't get protected.
Right.
They get molested. That's what happened in church.
Sir.
He's sending freaky messages and pictures and all that to the kids when they go to church. But in the ISUPK, not a one. You understand? Come on, man. Come on. Boy. Ooh-wee. Let's read that other one. I'm going to play the video as you read it.
Sexual and physical abuse of minors at the North Jacksonville Church started 30 years ago.
30 years of molesting children in this church. 30 whole years, Akin. And it's just one church. It's just one. Let me play it real quick.
We're learning more about the
What could make you happier than this ad being over? Your experience selling your car.
Damn ads.
Let's see if I can make it big. Make it full screen.
Echo Park Automotive.
decades long.
Oh, God damn it.
That's it.
Huh? No, I pushed the wrong thing. Trying to, hold on. God damn it. I'm trying to,
Yeah, you got to refresh that.
Yeah, I got 1 minute.
I'll read.
I was trying to make the screen bigger.
Okay. You want me to read a little bit while you?
I think we got it. Hold on. Let's see. We got it here.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute.
Yeah, man, I hate all that pop-up junk.
Kind of, the ads.
The ads and the X's and the arrows and all that nonsense. Okay, we got it. Let's see. Come on. Chop, chop.
Look at that now.
He looked like a nasty. Nasty.
Your experience selling your
bastard
car at
look
Echo Park Automotive.
and then cause he old, he trying to act like he don't know what the hell going, like he see now.
Investigation that led to the
That square in the top right didn't work?
Huh?
That square in the top right didn't work?
Did it again. Read a little bit until
okay, sir.
I'm going to just leave it small. Goddamn, every time I touch it, around.
One day after 3 men linked to a local church were arrested for child sexual abuse, News 4 Jackson is learning about learning more about an almost 20-year investigation.
They was investigating for 20 years and come to find out that they had been doing this for over 30 years.
Okay.
They've been molesting kids for 30 years in this church. And they want, here we go.
Investigation that led to the arrest of a Jacksonville pastor.
I ain't gonna touch it this time.
Paul Dial was charged with capital sexual battery. Police in Oklahoma
Look at them devils, man.
Teshendorf and Vernon Williamson.
Nasty, man.
The sexual and physical abuse of minors at the North Jacksonville Church started some 30
These your
years
preachers.
ago.
Your pastors right here.
Man.
Parker joined us live outside the church. Marilyn Anderson, you spoke with a former sex crimes prosecutor about how they finally arrived at these arrests.
And cases like this take time. I'm told that sexual assaults of any kind are the hardest to get convictions in. And you can see this church is isolated and pushed back somewhat off of Old Kings Road. There's no telling what all it had to take to get evidence to make that arrest on Wednesday.
This report from 2003 names Paul Dial specifically. It details a person telling police they were molested after staying overnight at the pastor's house. Dial's house is on the property of his church, the Jacksonville Assembly of the Body of Christ. He's in jail now, charged with capital sexual assault, and is a suspect in an investigation with multiple reports of sexual and physical abuse of minors at the church. It's been 19 years since this report, and Dial was just arrested Wednesday. Former sex crimes prosecutor Mary Ann Shields explains what changed from then to now.
My assumption would be that they've interviewed a number of people. There could have been, phone calls between alleged victims and the suspects that were recorded by law enforcement that could have helped to corroborate what happened.
Before his arrest Wednesday, Dial made a blog post. He titled it "God Is" and wrote about evil spirits being emissaries or messengers of God, created by God to do evil.
You see him trying to turn it around on the damn victim?
Oh, God.
He posted it just hours before JSO raided his church.
Why did this require a raid?
The raid can corroborate victim stories.
Rick Alexander is also a former sex crime prosecutor. We spoke about the tip in 2020 that JSO said led to the arrest and the over 30 years of reported victim abuse.
Why did it take so long to make an arrest?
It's the nature of the abuse and the abuser and the power that they have over that small set of people. And it's insidious.
Now, the former prosecutors say it's about proving what witnesses and survivors say happened.
And it can be a while before we see this case go to trial. We got a statement today from Cynthia Crawford. She is an attorney representing some of the survivors in this case. The statement reads in part, "Our clients provided information to law enforcement which revealed both long-term sexual and physical abuse of minors in the church spanning a period of over 40 years. Many of the victims have been diminished, extorted, and shut up. We rest easier now that their voices have been heard." The attorney tells us she plans to hold a press conference this Monday where we'll also hear from some of those victims. She's also asking for any other victims to come forward. We have her information on this story on news4jax.com. Hence,
Marilyn, one of those former prosecutors that you said, I've heard mentioning controlled calls being used as evidence. They could be used in this case?
so we've seen them used in these types of cases before. And what would happen is the police would tell the survivors or the victims kind of what to say on the phone call to get the suspect to give incriminating admissions. Again, these have been used plenty of times before, and sometimes with crimes like this that have happened over years, it's very hard to get physical evidence. So that's where these calls come in handy.
I remember Parker reporting live from the Los Angeles.
Salaki.
Come on with it.
They said that what these devils did was insidious. And the definition of insidious is proceeding in a gradual, subtle way, but with harmful effects. The scripture said that Esau and these devils are the most subtle beasts of the field. Man.
Absolutely.
This is biblical, man. This is nothing new. They've been doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the sister said that the church set back off into the woods somewhere where,
right.
You know, they it was all the way around. It was an operation.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It was a full-fledged operation to where like we brought out in future classes, in past classes where the pedophile said that the safest place for them to molest children is in the Christian church.
Right. Absolutely.
Good night.
Absolutely, y'all. Come on with it.
That's a lot. This man, they said it's been happening for over 40 years.
Man.
They said it's been happening for over 40 years. This man is 78 years old.
Yeah.
Like, he's been doing this for about half his life.
Right. Yeah.
Like, this is.
It probably been doing it all his life.
That's when the reports started coming. It was about 40.
Yeah.
They can't build a case because Esau being Esau isn't unlawful in Esau's kingdom.
Right.
He's just doing everything that their forefathers have always done. They've always been molesters. Their greatest example of how you think or philosophy comes from a man who said that, that women were for procreation, but the greatest love a man could find was between the cheeks of a young boy. So what do you expect from these people? That is the epitome of their thought process. Is child molestation. So of course it's gonna take 40 years to convict, to even bring charges.
Absolutely.
40. The children he was originally raping have grandchildren now.
Yeah,
right. And now he's charged. And just charged. That doesn't mean, let's be real here. Edomite being charged don't mean the Edomite being convicted.
Exactly. Exactly.
He just got charged.
You got to wait to see if he's gonna get actually gonna get convicted. You right about that? Cause look at how many times they done murdered us. You understand? And then we scream and shout and dance and walk up and down the streets of City Hall because he got a conviction. But then after the court date finally closes, we crying because he's walking scot free. So you right about that. And this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's what they do. And it's sick of you that what you do is continue to take your children to these churches.
Right.
You even go yourself. Remember that article that we brought out about the one down in Detroit that was molesting all of the people in the church, and he turned around all the kids, and when he got out of jail, the pastor was gonna come back to that church. And the parents got together. They wanted their pastor so bad. To the point to where they said, well, we got to make a decision here. We got to vote somebody out. And we got to vote somebody in. Is it going to be the children or the pastor? And you know what these sick-ass black Christians voted for? That nasty-ass pastor. So they said, well, we just ain't going to have no kids around him. But we still finna go listen to our pastor. I'm not listening to no man that's molesting children and gonna do it again. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. It's disgusting, man. Anybody got anything else they want to bring up? Hey, send me that article, Warrior, about that.
Opioids.
Yes, sir. We got to do one on that too. Well, with that, we gone, Israel. Shalom. $30 years. Man. 30 years of molesting children.
In Slovakia.